Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the most difficult trading card games to get into. With over 10,000 different cards and so many different products to choose from, where do you even begin? Using a budget of just £30 a week, I set out to mould my own deck and climb the competitive ladder all the way to the European Championships. The challenge?
Euros got cancelled.
All my cards have to be obtained through sealed official products. I'm not allowed to trade, I'm not allowed to buy cards individually, and instead have to rely on the cold, hard luck of the draw. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch. Hello and welcome back to episode 27, I think we're on now, of Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch. I hope you enjoyed that little skit we did with the intro. Euros is of course no longer a thing this year. So in the previous episode, I asked you guys what you would prefer the goal for the series now to be between Euros next year and Nationals this year, because they could still potentially be going ahead. Honestly, it seemed to be pretty split down the middle, with most votes for Euros next year being because people just want to continue watching the content. Guys, trust me, we've got plenty of stuff planned. So with that being said, the new goal for this current run-through of Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch is Nationals 2020. Despite this, we will be sticking with the original intro because it's gotten to the point where everyone's speaking along with it. Shoutouts to you guys. And with our invite to Euros being brought forward to next year, that sets us up for a potential Season 2. But only if you're good and smash that like button. Now, in this episode, the goal is to smash through that 10 kill streak and get just under halfway to the nuke against you patrons and YouTube channel members. Once again, we have a crap ton of signups, so shoutouts going out to 9ryguy10, Chelostic Gaming, Dillbot Gaming, a lot of gaming channels, Kevin Zhang, Mokazaru, Mortal Arrow or Arrow, Izayoi Gaming, Zach Taha, Hexanogo, Brandon Green, Lovelin Sapoy, Luke Linner, Luke Sullivan, Gabriel Thornton, Mr. Avatarzan, Lucas Shepherd, and Nordic Dueler Tony. Thank you all so much. Please remember to join the Discord and link your accounts so that you can see when I'm looking for an opponent. If you want to end the kill streak or even just support the channel yourself, links are as always in the description. Now, we're still hunting for that damn Halki Fibrax. It's the very last piece we need before being able to completely change up our deck, and this marks our 4th week in a row of trying to get it. That's almost half a case of Duel Overload, trying to pull just one card. Hopefully today is the day that we pull it, so wish us luck and hit that subscribe button. Wow, would you look at the time? That was risky. I really shouldn't have done that. Time to spend another £30 on children's products. So, obviously £20 on Duel Overload, $7.50 and $2.50 on Rise and Rampage. The budget for this episode was £32, but it's kind of an awkward number to work with. So yeah, we've just settled for a nice round £30. Going straight out the window. So, you guys have been smashing that like and subscribe button. That's over 3,000 likes on the last 2 episodes now. So our luck has been building and building up, because of course our luck increases with the amount of likes and subscribes we have. Wow, look at that, pure consistency. We now have 2 Blue Eyes and 2 Tour Guide for the Blue Eyes Tour Guide deck. I have a very good feeling about this opening. Our Duel Overload does actually have a Halki Fibrax pack, and Fantastical, and Infinity, and Anima. Whew. You already know we're gonna pull straight fire. This is the week. We're gonna get everything we need. So I think the smartest thing to do is to leave the Halki Fibrax pack until last and crack on into these ones. I'm going to start with the Phantazmay one. See what we get. It's long overdue for us to pull a Halki Fibrax. Right, so we've got Dark Antlion Dragon, Raid Raptor Strix again, Saravis, Synchro Transcend, and Condemned Dark Lord. It's good to get the rubbish ones out of the way first, you know? Onto the Zeke pack, number 2. We have Daigusto Emerald, the green Power Ranger. Magical Musketeer Starfire, I believe that might be our playset completed of them. Omega, Terraforming, and Infinite Impermanence. Ooh, ooh! I told you I had a good feeling about this one. I will take that Imperm. Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
We also just got a spell card revealed in Rise of the Duelist. If your opponent activates a monster effect during your main phase, for example a hand trap, you can draw 2 cards, take control of one monster they control, or rip a card out of their hand, I believe the last effect was. So Imperm just got even better thanks to that card. So pack number 3. We have Firebrand Hymnist, Synchro Transcend, Raidraptor Ystrix. Is that? Yeah, okay, we've got a playset of that apparently now. Daigusto Emerald again, and Witchcrafter Creation. You know what, I'm gonna keep that Imperm down here. Pack number 4? 3? 4? Yeah, Cyber Dragon Infinity. What have you got for us, my baby? We have Malefic Selector, Card of Fate, Omega, Cubic Causality, and Extra Hero Infernal Devicer. I think that's the first time we've pulled that one, maybe? Alright, let's take a break from Duel Overload. We're going to open this Rise and Rampage pack. I'm not expecting anything, but, you know, got to keep things fresh. So, we have Fighting Dirty, Marincess Current, Yosenju, Simorg. I can already tell it's a super from this stupid little ding here, because Rise and Rampage is just made so poorly. Sky Battle, Yosenju, Magicalra, Tenyi, and Avida. This card is so cool. World Legacy lore. Alright, second last pack of Duel Overload. Can we top the impermanence? We have Scary Mary, White Mare, Deck Lockdown, Hysteric Sign, and Celine. Ooh, it's our second Celine mommy. Okay, this is the one. Do we just go straight into it? Actually, no. We'll open one pack of Cybernetic Horizon first. These are the noobs. Alright, Spiral Super Agent, promo pack again. Come on. Can we get Arboria? 3 to the front, just in case. We got Decoy Dragon, Tag Partner, Link Turret, Restoration, Mini Boral. Hey! There she is! Our third copy of Crusadia Arboria. That's what we were looking for. Very nice. And another Draco, Demise, and Crusadia Equimax. Ooh. Awesome, pulling an Ultra out of the Cybernetic Horizon as well. So I guess we, if it ever does come to it, we can do Crusadia OTK as well. Alright, it's time. I hope you have that like button smashed, my boys. Because if you don't, this ain't going to be Halky Fibrex. Here we go. The Last Warrior from Another Planet. Cubic Ascension. Kingyo Sukoi. What Giraffe? Ah, it's a trap. Graveyard of Wandering Souls. Well, we got Imperm and Arboria, I guess, and we still have 2 packs of Cybernetic Horizon, actually. So let's see what we got. Doesn't really matter anymore, because we're done with Cybernetic Horizon. So, Ruin, Regulec, Center, Beast, Crusadia, Shield, Incantation, Load of Rubbish, number 1. And Load of Rubbish, number 2. We have Purple Sword, Cycle, Toddler, Psychic Ace Man, Point Guard, Dragonite Cows, Cosmo Brain, Link Disciple, and World Legacy Survivor. None of those really matter that much. This card is actually pretty nutty in the right deck. But yeah, Imperm and Arboria. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Alright, ladies and gents, we're finally making some changes to the deck. Out of the 40 cards, I feel like the Dangers are the most cuttable right now, even though they can sometimes come in clutch. So we're going to get rid of a Nessie in place of Arboria, and then for the Impermanence, we're going to upgrade one of our Ash Blossoms. On top of that, we're also going to make some changes to our side deck to sort of adapt to the current meta. So we're going to cut our Pankratops, 2 Solemn Strike and Crackdown, and replace them with a Gadarla, 2 DD Crow, and Imperial Order. Scrap Orchist is very good right now, and with Gersu just around the corner, Orchist is going to get a huge buff. So not only are the DD Crows generically good, they're also there to counter the Orchis matchup. Mystic Mine is of course still a thing, unfortunately, so that's the main reason I'm putting in Imperial Order. It also helps with the Pendulum matchup, and Gadarla, Kaijus are just very good right now, but Gadarla is especially good against the Wind Barrier Statue Lock with Infinite Negates. I'm hoping these changes provide us with some instant results, but I guess there's only one way to find out though, meaning it's time to duel. Alright, so round 1 here, we're up against a fellow Scotsman, Snow. Alright, Snow. Down you go for the 9 kill streak. Good luck, brother. Winning rock, paper, scissors, he chooses to go first. And we get the Imperm right off the bat. Instant results. Setting 1, he then activates Cyber Emergency. So yeah, we're up against the mechanical snakes. Adding Naxter, that's a weird one. Normal summoning core, he activates its effect, but we have the perfect brand new card in hand just for that. Yeah, we'll Imperm core. Turns off his machine dupe as well if he has one. Setting 1 more back row, he passes turn. 2 back row and a core. Alright, what have we got? Rokket Recharger, not ideal. I start by normal summoning Brotaur and linking into Striker Dragon, getting a search for boot sector launch. However, on the search, he chains Cybernetic Overflow, banishing core to pop my Striker Dragon. On resolution, because a monster I control was destroyed, I can special summon Brotaur from the graveyard and then activate its effect on summon, discarding Arboria because it's very unlikely that we'll be going through the Crusadia engine with this line of play. And I search for Absorouter, which is basically just a free body. So using Boot Sector Launch, we summon both of our rockets from hand to the field, and then special summon Absorouter from hand as well. Linking Absorouter and Brotaur away for Romulus not only gets us a search for Dragon Ravine, which we don't need right now, it also gives us the perfect arrows for our LP Pisty combo.
Guard Dragon LP, I think it's finally time.
Is a bit of an issue.
Next card banned, Guard Dragon LP, because it summons any dragon from the deck.
Resolving LP, we of course climb to a board including Boral Sword and Borrowload Savage, and take the game. That should just be game. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright, Trap Sidra. So reboot and back row hate, of course. Of course we don't open any back row hate. That's a shame. Double quick launch though, and Seyfert. And Collapserpent. Turns out I didn't need any back row hate because he didn't end on any back row. Through a series of pure Cyber Dragon plays starting with core, he gets to Seeger Infinity. If only I was maining Mega Fleet. That would just be a free win. Alright, what we get? Jackalope. Okay. Try and bait out the Infinity Negate. He's allowing that one to go through. Summoning Silverrokket, we then link into Striker Dragon where he does drop the Infinity Negate. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Having nothing left to worry about, I then normal summon Seyfert and quick launch for Tracer, getting us to Romulus. Seyfert Engrave makes Collapserpent live, which essentially, once again, gets us to the LP Pisty board. LP summons Red MD summons a dragon from the graveyard, and we have a Boral Sword. Pisty is of course still alive here, so Red MD comes back, and we activate Dragon Shrine. Dumping Spiral and summoning it by its own effect, I want to get to Dingirsu, but Pisty's restricting us to dragons, so I link Pisty and Silverrokket into spheres, just so I can put Dingirsu on the board. Spiral then makes everything level 8, and because we haven't activated Red MD's effect yet, we use it now to summon Tracer. Making Ding Ding You Win, we send Seeger to the graveyard and then activate Tracer's effect, popping Ravine to get to Savage. That's like 15,000 damage. Round 2 for the coveted 10 kill streak. We're up against Ake Dragon, or Ake Dragon, however you want to pronounce it. And we do win rock, paper, scissors, so we're getting to go first. Once again, we open our brand new Impermanence, so it's really trying to show us what it can do. But our hand really isn't that great when it comes to making a board. I start off by normal summoning Tracer and linking into Striker Dragon, getting the Boot Sector launch to hand. I then activate Ravine, and I have to make the very hard decision of deciding between Impermanence and Ash for the discard. Since we got Impermanence today, you know I had to keep it, so Twinkle Toes goes to the graveyard. Dumping Absorouter, I get a search for Silverrokket and then summon it to the field through the effect of Boot Sector Launch. Linking into Romulus with sadly no effect, I can activate World Legacy Guard Dragon to revive any level 4 or lower dragon, summon LP, and move zones to summon Red MD from deck. If I put everything into Soyuja, there is a chance that I don't draw an extender and I'm stuck with just Soyuja on board, so I play it safe and go Soyuja and Tracer for Pisty. So doing just that, we revive Red MD, who revives Tracer, allowing us to get to a board of Spheres and Borrowload Savage with a set Impermanence. Alright, Spheres Savage. Not ideal, but it's gonna have to do. My opponent starts by activating Kyoto Waterfront and normal summons Crusadia Arboria. So when he links into Magius, that's when I activate Spheres, bouncing it back to the extra deck. Typically, if their hand isn't absolute nuts, if you stop Crusadia early, they can't really do anything. And in this case, that's what happened because he just passes turn. During the end phase, Tempest bounces back to the hand, and then we draw into a second World Legacy Guard Dragon, which secures the 8,000 damage with him having nothing on the field. Should be game. It must be Crusadia Guard Dragons if he's playing Waterfront, so we go heavy on the go second. Game 2, he is going first, and we do open the Nibiru, which is very nice to see, and our hand is reasonably okay as well. Once again, he starts with a normal summoned Arboria, links into Magius, and summons a familiar to her zone. I let him climb through his Crusadia engine until he gets to LP, and on the effect of LP, that's when I drop the rock. Oh, rip my guy. Feels bad, man. He does play Link Spider, okay. I got a bit nervous here, thinking he'd still be able to combo off, but no, he specials Arboria and passes turn. Ooh, ouch. Of course we top deck Dark Ruler no more. Starting with Foolish, I dump Absorouter to get Tracer to hand, then normal summon Recharger and link into Striker Dragon. Using the boot sector launch that we just searched, I summon Tracer to the field and link into Romulus. Seeing the line of play to get to the Borrelsword OTK, I search Ravine and activate it, dumping Dark Ruler no more to get Tempest in the graveyard. Summoning Arboria and then Tempest as well. You know the saying, fight fire with fire. Well, but I think he forgot that it was turn 2, so it's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. On his turn, he clears the token by giving me a Gamma Seal, but then, I assume that means he gave up? Okay. Good game, man. Good game. Double digits, boys. We've hit that 10 kill streak milestone. Let's keep it up. Round 3, we have a proper current meta match against Thought Auditor with his Scrap Orchist. He wins rock, paper, scissors and does choose to go first, but we open a really good hand with Ash, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Starting off his turn with an orchestrated return, he sends Orchis Nightmare to the graveyard. My plan with the Ash was holding it until he used the Nightmare to stop him getting access to World Wand. So when he goes on to normal summon Armageddon Knight, I choose not to drop the Ash Blossom, which might have been incorrect. I probably should have just ashed here. Either way, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference because his hand was actually insane. So he dumps Symbol Skeleton and then goes on to set one and activate Mothman. Oh, of course. Turns out he had Wand in hand anyway and was able to snipe it off the Mothman. Going into Lib, he sets World Legacy Succession from the deck and then activates Nightmare, where we do drop the Ash, but really what's it actually achieving? Especially when he also has Foolish Burial. Linking into a Galatea, he gets access to Babel and then extends further into a Tingursu and then Masquerena. Over to us, top decking Silverrokket really hurts here because we have literally no extenders, so I one interruption and our whole play is done. I normal summon Silverrokket and decide to go to the battle phase to threaten his Masquerena and therefore bait out an interruption. It might have actually been better going into Striker Dragon for boot sector launch and then at least trying to make a play, but here my Silverrokket just gets Dingursu'd away and there's not really much else I can do. I activate Ravine to get access to Tempest, but he just wipes the floor with us. Game 2, I am so glad we decided to make the changes we did today, because DD Crow is going to come in clutch here. Going first, we open Seyfert, normal summon it and activate its effect, pitching Tracer for Collapserpent. We then link into Striker Dragon, getting a search for boot sector launch and making Collapserpent live with Seyfert in the graveyard, so we summon Collapserpent and link into Romulus. Now with the help of Wyverburster and Dragon Shrine, we get to our Pisty LP board and go full combo. So Spheres, Harbinger and Savage with DD Crow in hand and World Legacy Guard Dragon for next turn. Over to him, he starts with an orchestrated return pitching Symbol Skeleton, which we do negate with Harbinger. I'm feeling confident enough that even if this is bait, we would still just win. Next up, he special summons Dark Grepher pitching an Orchis Nightmare. So on the summon of Grepher, I activate DD Crow, yeeting away his Nightmare, and then chain Spheres, bouncing his Grepher back to hand. Obviously, he can just normal summon it again and attempt to beat over the Goliath I summoned from Spheres, but Harbinger has a redirection effect. His final card in hand is Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which we do have the Savage negate for, and that's game to us. It all comes down to the game 3, and our hand is incredible. We are going second, but with Imperm and DD Crow that should be enough to stop him completely. Starting with the normal summon of a Scrap Recycler, we slap him with the Impermanence. Using Danger Snack, he dumps a Dragon Buster and manages to draw into the Orchestrated Return, which he uses to pitch World Legacy World Wand and draw 2 extra cards. Resolving Allure of Darkness, he draws 2 more cards and then links into Scrap Wyvern, but on the effect of Wyvern, I activate DD Crow, banishing his Scrap Recycler, which shuts him down. Setting one final back row, it's over to us, and this should be easy game. Top decking Tempest, I start to go through the Crusadia engine and chainblock Magius with Reclusia to get rid of his back row. Now with nothing left to worry about, I go for the Spatha LP play, and while I had the perfect cards to stop him, he has the perfect card to stop me. Now you might be wondering why I summoned Striker Dragon instead of LP. Well, on the summon of Spatha, my 5th summon, there was a delay in EDO Pro. That's kind of the problem with playing on automated software. You know when your opponent has a response and you can kind of telegraph their moves. Anyway, I link the token into Link Spider and then summon Tempest, punching him for 2-4. He pulls a Yugi and top decks Foolish Burial, which fixes everything for him. So dumping Nightmare, he then normal summons Jet Synchron and activates the effect of Nightmare, essentially getting him to a Dingirsu and clearing my board. He extends into Masquerena, and then for the draw, we're not quite as lucky. I set Reclusia and hope that if he's going in for the kill, he'll need to summon 5 times. But throw in a Gizmek during my end phase, it's kind of unlikely. Why? Where were the damn Orcus plays? Let's try this one more time. So top deck in Draco and normal summon it and link into Pisty, giving me enough dragons in grave to summon Tempest. So here's the plan. We link into Spheres to deal with his Avramax and summon Absorouter off the second effect. Then, when he inevitably summons 5 times, we activate Nibiru, ending his turn and getting us Tracer off the Absorouter going to grave. From there, we win the game. That's the plan. Fuck! Yes, unfortunately, we lost the match and also the kill streak. But I'm far from mad. I'm happy enough going down to a meta deck such as Scrap Orchist, but we also got the 10 kill streak and just lost it at the same time. Meaning, we get that £12.50 in the next episode. So with us being able to redeem the 10 kill streak reward in the next episode, that brings the budget next week up to £44.50. I'm super excited about this because it means we can open 2 boxes of Dual Overload and finally, hopefully, pool Halki Fibrax and upgrade our deck completely. Also, can we just talk about how many times we've seen Impermanence today as a one-off in our deck? It performed really well, as did the DD Crows that we added to our side deck, so I think we're doing pretty well. If you're watching this within the first couple of hours of release, I'm going to be uploading a second video today in a few hours. Eternity Code is here, baby! It's so early, it's like 2 weeks early, and we know pretty much nothing about the set, so I'm literally going to be opening it like blind. I honestly can't wait. If you're looking forward to the Plunder Patrol reveals, comment Eternity Code Waiting Room in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to show your appreciation by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Next episode will be up next Thursday, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how?